Hey lovely sexy people, welcome to today's video, which is Stormbringer issue 8. Let's get straight into this. So we actually get a medium base brush as well. So we get the plastic, which is our Lord Imperatant, and our magazine. Let's have a look at the magazine. So, our Lord Imperatant, Guide to Undercoating More Movement Rules. Lord Imperatant and Gryph Hound. So this is your data sheet, basically, giving you information about it. Gives you a D6 rolling chart to get character traits, and then the same for your Gryph Hound, and then you can have some character names. And then we're straight into how to build, actually. Now this is one of the minis that I've looked forward to getting, our Lord Imperatant. We'll come on to that. Stop looking. I'll come back to it. So yeah, so Blessed Hammer and Stormcaller Baton. It looks like he's armed with. He has Mark II Tactical Rubble by the look of it, rather than a Mark I Tactical Rock. And they also, a lot of these minis seem to have these little reed things on them. But hey, and then we have our Gryph Hound. I just love it. It's really cool. Anyway, technique, undercoating, your paintbrush. So this is interesting because they're breaking down the paintbrush into its constituent parts, and I don't remember them doing this in Imperium. So yeah, it's holding your brush, large base brush, and hopefully it will go through some of the care as well for it. Thinning paints, thickness of paint too thick, just right. Dry your brush, etc. Right, loading your brush. Overloaded brush, split bristles, and then just obviously talking about bracing for when you're painting. Keeping your brushes clean. Your brushes will last longer and stay in better condition if you keep them clean. Don't forget to replace your paint water between colours. So yeah, there you go. And then it's talking about your base coating, so first, second, third, because they're on about 3 thin coats here, in order to do that. How to paint Lord Imperatant and Gryph Hound, and it's saying that you will need the Retributor armour, the Corax White, Lead Belcher, Cantor Blue, and the Catachan Flesh. It's all looking good. I'll obviously substitute out the Catachan Flesh for probably, I've got Dryad Bark, so it might be slightly darker than perhaps what they're recommending, but I'm going to go with that. And then we're on to basics tutorials. We've got movement, normal moves, remaining stationary, combat range, and then we've got the playthrough, take and hold. And again, we're still using our playmat we got with issue 1. So you're going to have your Killer Boss and Stabgrot, your 10 Hobgrot Slitters, your Lord Imperatant, and 5 Vindicators, or Vindictors rather. Crawlboy's turn. Movement phase, shooting phase, charge phase, blah blah blah. Okay, so there you go. That's your playthrough examples. Bingo. And then looking forward, we have obviously our Swamp Cala Shaman and the Van Dyer's Truth Seekers. I'm looking forward to getting these. I really am. It seems to me that we're getting quite a few cool minis for the Stormcast Eternals early on. Anyway, come down. Let's have a look at the plastic. Ta-da! Let's have a look at the brush first. So it's a medium base brush. Doink. It's not a soft brush at all. I mean, those bristles are very, they feel very synthetic. It's not a soft brush at all, I don't think. No. But it's, I mean, for a base brush, I'm sure it will be really good for putting on base layers. But there you go, that's your base brush. So you get a, I'm assuming that's a 32mm base for the Gryph Hound and a 40mm base for our Lord Imperatant. This is a 2021 sculpt. And I've got lovely fur trim on the cloak here. And we've got some nice detail. I don't know if you can see the detail on the corner of the cloak there. So some nice detail, and that's obviously on this side as well. Loving the hammer. Just having a look. You can have, so you can have either, I'm assuming, a helmeted head there or an unhelmeted head for your Lord Imperatant. Take your pick. But yeah, nice little mini, and it'll build up well. So come back in a sec and we'll put this together. Hey, right, we're back. Okay, so we're going to build our Lord Imperatant and the Gryph Hound. Well, she says she's going to build those. I've put the destructions down somewhere. Oh, there they are. For a minute, I thought I'd moved them somewhere I wasn't going to find them. Right, okay, so we're going to start off with the back of the cloak and the right leg and back of the torso. So this and this. So looking at this, this looks like it goes in there. Let's go in there. Let's just shave a little bit off this pin to make it easier to go in. Do you know what? That's not a good fit. There we go, that's better. Right. So you come in with some glue there and just a touch of glue around there. We've also then got the knee cap. So this eagle's head here, and again I am just going to just slightly trim this pin so it goes in easier. Goes into this kneecap. I'm thinking I maybe should have put that in first. Okay, right, there we go. Kneecap is in. Then we're coming in with our we've got our rod of office here, and we've got our arm now. This Warhammer goes in there by the look of it. Like thus, and the cut of the sleeve and the way the cloak has been moulded mean that it will orientate itself and go in one way, and then our pin here for the rod of office, which again seems to locate in okay, like so. So this is what we're up to so far. We are then putting on the front of the torso. No, we're not. Telling porcupines, we're putting the head in. And I'm going to go with the unhelmeted head on this occasion. I know it's unusual for me, but I didn't quite like the helmet for this guy. So I'm just going to push that in securely with the back of the scalpel. Now we're coming in with the front of the torso. And oh, that was a very nice firm click into position there. That was really nice. So that's definitely gone in okay. Right, now we have I need to have a look at this. So this piece goes into position there. Yeah, that's okay. And then this position, this goes in up here. So, cool, cool. Right, let's do this first. So there's a pin on his shoulder, and that eagle's head goes in there. And I'm not going to push it in just yet, because what I'm going to do is just drop some glue into these two seams so that when I seat it, we're all good. There. I just need, so that's that, and then we've got our cloak coming in. So and then we've got the seam down the side skirt here. And that okay, so there's our Lord Imperatant. Now he has a base here, and I should really have done this first, but we've got some rubble which clicks into position, and I am going to get that secured. In, and then we've got a little piece which goes at the front here, which is some reeds, and you can put this around any way you like, but there is a skull on it, so if you want to pop it in so the eyes of the skull are facing forward, do that. And the pin, I'm not going to glue him into position here, but he goes on like so. So there's our Lord Imperatant, and this one I'm loving. I'm loving this little Gryph Hound, and I'm going to do this slightly differently to how they're suggesting. So I'm going to glue this into position. It's just basically so that when I put the PVA on, it keys in better. Now, our Gryph Hound pushes together like thus. And there you go. Now I was more concerned at getting the seam along his top nicely concealed rather than what's underneath. But it's a really lovely little Gryph Hound. So, and just finish pushing those bits together. Now the reason why I've not glued the Gryph Hound to this is because when it comes to it, I want to sand this base first, and then I'll glue the Gryph Hound on top. But there you go, that's your Lord Imperatant and Gryph Hound. I think they're two lovely little miniatures. I really do like these. Absolutely gorgeous. And you get a spare head left over from the Imperatant. So there you go. Right. Join me in the next video. All right, take care.